Yo, 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 it's your main man, L. Hey, here's something that I thought I would do. Because I still play pickup basketball, and I get so frustrated with some of the things that happen. One of the ways I decided that I'm going to get my angst out is I'm going to talk about lessons related to how to play the game and real life. So this is gonna be for my ballers out there. This is gonna be uncut. I don't think I'm gonna let my wife mess with these videos. I'm just gonna talk for a couple of minutes, maybe give a couple pointers, and then leave you alone. But this is just for my ballers out there. One of the things that I have realized lately, the more and more I play, especially with the young fellas, is that they have no idea what floor spacing is. Floor spacing. That means to space the floor. Spacing the floor means not everybody runs to the same spot. It means not chasing the ball, not coming running up to the man with the ball, grabbing for the ball while he's got the ball. Spacing the floor means that you should be at a certain distance or a certain angle from the ball so that you are creating space for the man that has the ball and for your other teammates. And you're creating an angle at which you are able to receive the ball if he passes it. If you are at a poor angle, it's going to be difficult to get you the ball. And it's going to be difficult to see you. If you have your teammate, for example, catch the ball at the elbow, it might not be a good idea to post up at the same elbow, at the same block that at which he catches the ball at the elbow. It might be okay to flash middle, but it's not a good decision necessarily to post up on the same block as he's caught the ball on the elbow. That's floor spacing. Now, obviously it might be different if it's a high-low where the man catches the ball at the elbow and then you can flash to the middle for what they would call a high-low in college basketball, all right, or even high school maybe. But the point is there are spaces on the floor that you should be when another man has the basketball. It does matter where you are even when you don't have the ball, because the goal is to create a ambiance on the floor, to create space, to create balance. If you just running all over the place, if you don't know when to go back door, you messing stuff up, man. You messing stuff up. You getting in the way when a great scorer is trying to score. If he's driving, your man is getting if your man is in his space because you're too close, or you haven't slid to the corner or slid to the short corner to at least make your man have to react so that he has to attend to you, and he can't just watch the ball and guard y'all both by stepping to the man with the ball, and you, because you so close, that man don't have room to operate. He can guard both of y'all at the same time. You in the way. Get out of the way. If you don't know what to do, if a man has the ball, especially if he's a good offensive player and he's at the top of the key, or let's say he's operating from bringing the ball up the court in the middle of the floor, just drop to the corner or go set a screen for somebody that is in an area near the corner. That way, at least your man is occupied so that the powers that be, meaning the man with the ball, can operate. I might be dropping too much knowledge here. Am I talking too much? It might be because I'm just so frustrated that mugs don't understand how to space the floor. See, it's the same thing with life. All right, it's the same thing with life. Life has it should have a certain ambiance to it. It shouldn't be crowded. It shouldn't be overcomplicated. It should have a certain balance to it. You know what I mean? Your life has to have space. If it's too cramped, okay, if it's too cramped, you don't have room to operate. If you trying to do your thing, but you haven't set things at an appropriate distance, if you haven't set things where they need to be so that you can operate, it's going to be hard for you to do anything. It's fine to talk about starting a business, but it's going to be difficult for you to start a business if you haven't set things aright. If you haven't set some sort of budget, if you haven't planned on it. The reason you call a play in a game is so that there is a plan. Sometimes we have to abort the plan, or we have to navigate a little bit, but at least we start out with a plan. But it's hard to live life. It's hard to play without any plan, without any fundamentals. So when you're thinking about this spacing thing, and you're thinking about the baller's life, what I want you to be thinking about is how this applies to your life, and the fact that you need balance. You need things set in the right spots, in the right spaces, and it takes you purposely setting up things and arranging them with a sense of integrity so that you can operate. You got to have your kids need to be here, and they need to be taken care of. You need to have time with your friends. You need to have time where you can just breathe. You need to have time with your wife. You need to make sure you call in your moms and checking on your moms, making sure she's doing okay. You need to call your dads, and you need to check on pops. You need to make sure that you're operating well, and that there's space, that there's breathing room so that things can operate. All right? That's lesson 1 in the baller's life. I didn't want to keep it too long because I know that your ADD was about to kick in. But shoot me a holler, because I'm going to have another lesson for you the next time I hoop and somebody gets on my nerves. Peace out.